So tell me, is you ready, baby? Tell me, is you ready, baby?
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Be Like D channel. It's your girl D coming back with another review of Love and Marriage Huntsville season 6 episode 15. This episode started off good, so let's go ahead and get into it. Baby, when I tell you Stormy gathered Marceau's ass, okay? Gathered his ass. So we open up the episode where we left off. Well, girl, let me tell you what your husband is did, okay? He just came up here and asked me for $100 on the day of, and then tell me it was a fee. And then he go, Marcel, no, that's not how I started. I said, do you need some help? If you need some help, I help you set up. But hey, you got that $100 that $100 fee that we had? I said, this nigga, I cannot stand Marcel. You want to sit here and play in her face even more after you already playing in her face, asking her for money. And then Stormy was clocked in on that ass, okay? Stormy was like, yeah, that's what you did. She's like, I'm on stage, I'm doing all kind of things, and y'all ain't telling me about no money, and you gonna come to me about money on the day of? $100 on the day of? Really? Don't play with me like that. Don't play with me like that. Marcel was like, well, maybe I approached it wrong. She was like, nah, you should approach it wrong. He's talking about maybe I approached it right next time. And then she was like, nah, you should approach it right this time. I was like, get him. She was getting his ass, okay? And then she was like, y'all so unprofessional not to tell nobody that it was a fee, and you gonna tell them the day of. And then teacher's like, nah, y'all, what? He's so unprofessional. And she was like, don't ever do that like that. She said, I'm a real bitch. I'm on stage. I came up, I got $1 million deal going on right now, and I'm up here because y'all said this for charity. I said, ooh, they got Stormy activated. She all up in it, you know. She said, y'all say it's for charity, so I want to be a part of this, but I got $1 million deal going on, okay? But I came out here myself, and I'm building this shit up right now. I'm doing this work. I'm gonna be on stage. Baby, it was too good. It was the reading I've been waiting for. Marceau asked to get. Marceau ain't know what to do. He was just like, okay, Tisha. Couldn't even help your husband. And then he was like, well, I just waived the fee. And then Stormy's like, someone's like, well, you ain't gotta waive it. How about you donate? She said, you didn't get your little sponsorship that you wanted, huh? Okay, I see why you asked for $100. She got him too good in this scene, man. It was so many one-liners, okay? And then he was like, yeah, I need that. She's like, donate to somebody that need it. And he said, we need it. She turned around, oh, you need it. Hilarious, okay? That scene was hilarious. Oh, and I forgot she said, don't play with me like that ever in life again. And then she said, because you don't want to see Courtney. You don't want to see it. I said, oh. So we got this scene with Mel and her brother, and apparently they going to the Black Expo, but she's saying they not going, they only going for just a little bit to say hey and bye, congratulations, and keep it pushing. I said, she did say she was going to try to make an effort to be there, but she wasn't going to be a part of it. And I'm like, okay, Mel, that was nice that you actually showed up. She could have just not shown up and just text them, have a great expo. So anyway, and then she bringing her brother. And baby, look, wait. I'll wait till we get to it. But anyway, he just saying, oh, Martell gonna be a part of this, and seeing how they doing, and she like, well, you know, it's Martell. And then she was like, but she ignoring Martell very well. I'm like, most of the time, yes. It haven't been okay. I would say yeah. Expo going on. They made it fit because they got the chairs in the middle and all the tables around. I don't know, y'all. It still look a little tight. But Tisha and Marceau in their confessional talking about most of the vendors paid their vendor fee except for one, and then Tisha or 2 or 3. I'm like, girl, whose side you on? Because you trying to make it seem like you not trying to point Stormy out, but then are you trying to say y'all also didn't pay no damn vendor fee? Is that what you're trying to say? What's going on? And Marcel, shut up. Okay, so we got Martell arriving at the expo, and he goes straight to some guy. I forgot what the organization was, but some kind of mentorship thing where they help men become better, reform people. So that's for his brother. He's like, yeah, the first thing I did was come in. He kept saying that the first thing I did was come in here and talk to that recruiter guy so he can help my brother, because I really want him to be on the right track, because I'm a good big brother. Basically what he wanted us to hear, okay? And then we get Mel coming in, and she going, hey, hi. But then in her confessional, she was saying, oh, if it's people here, it looks good. So I clapped it, congratulations. I said, Mel, that was shady, okay? That came out so fake, okay? Congratulations. Like, good job. Y'all finally did something. But it wasn't good, girl. And then you get Martell and Maurice, damn names, Martell and Maurice talking, and he like, where's Inez? I'm like, yeah, Martell, where's your booth? Where's your booth, nigga? How you gonna talk about business things showcasing no business? And then he's like, nah, I ain't want to bring it, I don't feel like I've overdone it, but I did like a lot of wine tastings in Huntsville so far, Maurice like, okay, I feel you. Nigga. And so then in Maurice's confessional, he's saying that, oh no, then Marcel was talking about he's giving somebody else that had wine to come out and showcase their stuff. But anyway, in Maurice's confessional, he's saying he can tell that in Mel and Martell's, well, first of all, he said he don't know why he ain't got Inez there. That didn't make no sense. This is an expo. You're supposed to market, okay? Market yourself, Martell. And then he says that he can tell that in Mel and Martell's relationship that they had distinct roles or whatever, duties. And he said Mel is a marketing genius and Martell is missing the expo. I said, Maurice, the most boring man on the cast. Look at you coming up and trying to say stuff. He been reading this season, didn't he? Earlier this season when he said Martell is double-minded and he's the 1 minute he hate Mel, 1 minute he love her. I was like, oh shit, maybe the cracks is slipping between the guys. Is that what it is? Or they told you had to say more shady stuff this season. But anyway, I was here for it. I was like, yeah, you're damn right. Thank you for somebody else noticing that Martell ain't got it, okay? So now we got Tiffany and Louis showing up to the expo. And they saying they only heard about this 2 days ago. Tiffany, then they show a flashback of Tisha. They was it was like, why they ain't show us this scene? But I guess it meant nothing. So they was already, that's when they was looking at the location, and they showed Tisha FaceTiming Tiffany, inviting her. But then Tiffany saying she couldn't come because she was on bed rest and all this and that. But then when Martell asked Big Louis, he's speaking, and then Tiffany was like speaking, and then he go Marcel like in his confession talk about, I don't know why Tiffany, I didn't even expect Tiffany to even be here if she's bedridden and then want to speak. Like, first of all, I don't even know what you're going to be speaking about. I was like, this nigga here, he's showing his ass this season, okay? He's showing all the hate that you got for Tiffany. And you've been showing it a lot, okay? You're throwing a lot of shade in them confessionals, and I hope Big Lou stay on your ass, okay? But then we go to Maurice and Tisha talking, and Tisha is saying, well, Maurice is saying that Kimmy is getting radiation right now, and she gonna come after to do the damn expo. I was like, for a minute, I was like, oh, so Kimmy not coming? But then they're saying she's still coming after. I was like, why? Why would she do that? That is so stupid. No. And then Tisha, what kind of friend, family, sister are you that she didn't ask her um when was her radiation appointment, so you would not schedule something in the middle of the shift where she would have to. Why would she want to do that? She's like, well, hopefully she wouldn't be too tired. She will be sitting down. That's still energy that she got to give to all of these people to make them feel better, to make them feel good, to put positivity into them when she is feeling drained after radiation. That shit pissed me off. Hell no. Okay, I am 100% here for Mel's brother Marcus, okay? He was on that bullshit, okay? He was ready to be so petty and so messy, and I loved it, okay? Why him and Martell having a one-on-one? And then he's like, oh, so like, what can be better for y'all? What can we do that, I'm just curious. What can we do to make it better for y'all? I'm just curious. And then Martell going to his spiel like, well, after 3 years of separation, I think things getting a little better, but like after time, I guess in her time. And then Marcus is like, okay. And then he's like, and with your support, he said, what support? What support? And that face he made, I ate it up. It was delicious, okay? It was shady. It was hilarious. It was like, nigga. What support? Say it. Cause you had a problem with my support, remember? And then they hit us with the flashbacks of all Martell and Marcus's interactions, and if they wasn't funny at the time, they was funny as hell put together in this clip. Okay, Marcus has always been on you, boy. Okay, always been on you. Been in you. Oh my gosh. Oh, the one scene where they showed the first one they showed when he was like, I know why you did what you did. It was from your insecurities from childhood. I said, oh, when did he say this? Because I don't remember that, but he hit it right on the head, okay? And then hear Martell, really? Yes. Then they show when he said, damn, what else he said? Oh, when Martell said that shit about just because me and Mel going through something, now my kids starting to see your lifestyle, man, and I don't want them to be confused about that. I said, oh, I forgot when your little homophobia spilled out on the actual TV because you been doing it online. But he's like, and then he go, Marcus, ain't nothing wrong with my life. My life is positive. I'm like, how did I not catch this when it was happening? Because the shit is hilarious right now, okay? And then that show when he saw him was like, what your kid said when I'm leaving after hanging out with them? Would you be my daddy? And then Martell snap was like, don't ever say no shit like that. I'll beat your ass. If I tell you all of them clips put together was hilarious, okay? I laughed so damn hard. And then he go Martell. And then they come back to the scene and he's still making that face like and Martell was like, alright, it was good seeing you. Like, he ended the conversation. And then Martell in his confessional talking about he walked off, he's like, Marcus so immature. I'm like, nah, nigga, that's you, okay? He just came down to your level, baby, and you didn't like it. It was funny. But then in his confessional, Martell talking about, yeah, I definitely don't like Marcus, especially, after things that transpired. Like, boy, you just mad because he get your ass every time. So now Martell brothers show up to the event, and Martell seemed like he wasn't ready for his brother to come in or something because he didn't seem ready. And then he seemed like he was rushing, like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, me on camera. Oh yeah, I can't. I brought you here. Yeah, I came when I first came in. I talked to the guy. What he gonna do is he gonna mentor you from beginning to end. I said, look at this dumb ass. But then the whole time he didn't even look at his brother. He looking around. Yeah, he gonna mentor you. Yeah. When I came in, that's the first thing I did. Yeah, poor brother, okay. But anyway, then I see that Mel Mel sees the brother, and that was such a sweet moment. She was so happy to see him and talking to him. And she was like, "My ex brother in law." I don't even want to say ex brother in law, my brother in law. And then start talking to him and about how things been. They hug, and they both was like, "Yeah, I know how Martell is." I said, "Okay, I like brother. I like brother. What's Montez?" I like Montez. Okay, he keep it real about what your brother got going on. Okay. And then you're gonna be on the right track around here. And then she said, Mel in her confession saying it was so nice to see him. She ain't seen him in so long. And she started to tear up and all that stuff, saying that he always have not been in such good situations, and that she remember sitting talking with him, trying to be positive with him and pour into him so he can get out of the lifestyle that he was in and be better. And to see him at something like this that's positive, it made her so happy. And she was like, "Oh, we gonna make me cry." When they hugged and all that. And then Kimmy's ass arrives, and she's looking real good. You look good, girl, for having been just came from radiation. Kimmy, every episode, even shit online shit, you're killing me. You're killing me. We want to be on your team, girl. We want to be on your team. But you keep wearing your helmet of salvation, and it's not going to work, okay? If y'all catch that reference, y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? She got her helmet of salvation on, and she looking stupid for everybody else. Everybody else, girl, think about yourself. You should have said, "Fuck no, I'm not doing this event. I'm tired. Why, Kimmy?" Oh, but here we go. She gotta do her spiel of she talking to everybody. She said, it make her real tired after radiation, but she here because the way it affects other people. Think about yourself. At this point, I don't even give a damn. Don't fuck them. Oh my goodness, Kimmy, no. It's just every episode, everything that happens, it's just you worse than Tisha at this point. Okay, so now we get Stormy. She having issues with her order. Courtney and Kyle said that they done mislabeled something. She out there cursing and I didn't mess up 100 orders. They mislabeling blah blah blah. I can't do nothing. Hopefully my team is doing it. Then she in confession said, I regret being here right now. I'm stressed. So then Tiffany go over there to talk to her ass, and she all like, "Oh girl, I'm stressed. It got too much going on. I was just outside cursing. They messing up my orders and my team and this and that." But and then Tiffany, I always find a chance to be messy. Well, I mean, all that going on, I'm sure Tisha happy to have you here. I'm sure Tisha happy to have you here. And she's like, girl, let me tell you, okay? Like, she's like, it was just me, my mother-in-law, and my friends setting all of this up because everybody's at the warehouse. I couldn't put nobody from my team because we got to get this order out. We got to get this. She's like, and then Marcel come up to me talking about, where your $100? Where your $100? Okay, they should have named the episode that. And then Tiffany was like, "Oh wow!" In her question, this all seeming very unprofessional. Stormy upset about being asked for $100, and then she's like, "Well, they over there talking about like, so you gonna intro? You gonna do this? You gonna?" She's like, "Yeah, it's really like, what's going on? Like, what's going on? Like, this scene is giving half baked." Okay, Stormy said, "I'm like, you know it." Okay, then Tiffany saying she only found out about the damn event 2 days ago. So how big and important could it have been? But I don't know, girl. They wouldn't want to invite you, and we're gonna get to that. So now we get this pointless ass scene of Martell, Marcel, and Maurice talking about fucking Sheree not being there, and he saying she ain't calling me, she answering my calls. What bye? So now you trying to act like she ghosted you or something. But then no, he says, we still, as of today in his confessional, as of today, I mean, we still talk, we still text, we still we hang out. She's my friend girl. I was like, okay, Marcel, all right. So now y'all faking y'all not no girlfriend. She's your friend girl that y'all just kick it sometimes. Alright, man, whatever. So they about to start the damn expo finally. So then they all at the back, And I don't know why they couldn't stay over there. Well, I guess they kept showing us that they was behind that screen. That's what they were trying to show us. Because I was like, oh, why the audio wasn't up loud enough? Because you hear Marceau telling Martell that Stormy is mad at him, and then Martell like, oh, really? Why? Then he said that Tisha made it to where she didn't have to pay. He didn't know that. Boy, ain't nobody had to pay. Stop playing stupid. And then Stormy just looking at them like. So then they back there arguing and trying to decide who won what, but you can see they ass behind the screen. You can see the projector. Why did they stand right there? It was no other curtain. So then Martell sees that Mel is out there. He's like, Mel out there. And I was like, yeah. He's like, then why she not up here? Why she can't come up here then? She's like, because she not going to be a part of it. She's just here to support. And then he started getting mad to my, nah, if she ain't going to be up here, I ain't finna be up here. I ain't finna be up here. What? Y'all already established that Mel wasn't going to be a part of it. But she said if she could make it, she would make it. And you already knew she was there. But you thought she wasn't going to stay for the sit down part? Is that what it was? Like, you didn't want to have to do no speech in front of her? And he's like, nah, I'm 41. I ain't got to do this. I ain't got to do no presentation. Then it's like, he go, Kimmy, why you don't want to showcase none of your businesses? Like, what's going on? Exactly, because he don't know. He don't know the businesses. He's a partner to everybody, okay? He was scared, okay? And then he go teach her confession. Talking about, I don't know what's more embarrassing is that we over here arguing in front of all the people, or that your boy backed out at the last minute, and then he's somebody Martell backing out on last minute is pretty much on par for Martell. and then I forgot to say that Tiffany with her confession talking about the core 6 is over there having an argument. But everybody can see it. And then that's what they show us. That they can see their ass behind the damn screen. They like, they can see us? Oh, they can see us? And here go Martell. Oh, this idiot. So unprofessional. But Tiffany, that's not the core 6. The core 6 is Mel, not Stormy. Okay, so they get the expo popping, and Martell they end up just calling Martell's ass, and then he end up deciding to come out. And in his confession, he starts saying, public speaking make him nervous, and then he expected Melody to be there, but he thought she was gonna end up just coming up on stage. He expected her to be in the audience. I said, you still ain't want her eyes on you as you stumbled over your words because you're an idiot. But anyway, so they doing this damn Black Expo. Now talking, it was kind of getting my nerve. Look, I was trying to be like, oh yes, get this information, but I felt like they wasn't really finna just tell me nothing else finna jump out at me, and they didn't. Okay, so I was like, oh, can I fast forward through this? But I'm like, oh, maybe the answers and questions is important. It wasn't. They just out at their whole spiel of so you gotta go through your problems. And here go Marcel Maurice, either learn your lesson or buy your lesson. Learn your lesson or buy your lesson. And then he go teach you, like, we really gotta say, like, girl, I wanna, how did you get there? How can I do that? Like, don't be afraid. We're not in competition or nothing. I was like, why is teacher talking so fast? And like, oh my gosh, girl, like, come on, like, really, girl. Whole time I was thinking, but you couldn't tell Mel that without going back behind her back and talking shit. Okay, she had the blueprint, remember? So then we get Stormy, and she's talking about having a passion for what you're doing, blah blah blah. And then she's talking about in the end, she didn't like how everything went down, but she ended up feeling really good about being able to share her information, blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, girl, okay. But then Martell, I ain't hear Martell say nothing about business, okay? I ain't say nothing. Martell was the mic holder. He got questions? Q&A. So, then some guy asked Marceau a question about venture capital, and I ain't even understand what was going on either myself, okay? So then... And then Marceau was stumbling over his words. I don't even know what he said, okay? He was mumbling, stumbling, and then Tiffany, her confession, said he's stumbling up to answer this question about venture capital. He's like, right over here, the pregnant woman, she can answer that question. I said, oh, okay, Tiff. Oh, and I forgot that earlier when she was talking to Stormy, she had said, "Well, your setup is the best setup in here. Like, it's bringing people in." And then when they called everybody out, they screamed the loudest for Stormy. Either they screamed the loudest for Stormy because they came for Stormy, or they screamed the loudest for Stormy because she was giving away free shit. Okay. But either way, it was funny. But that was the end of the expo. I think I don't know shit. I'm tired of the expo. This whole episode was the expo. Expo is over. Yeah, the expo is over, and then Marceau and Tisha talking about how they think it went well, minus the hiccups, and she got to get her a drink. And he's like, we can take this on the road, go around. Go ahead and use everybody. You're gonna take Kimmy them around and not pay them. That's what you're gonna do. Okay, but then y'all got people paying $100 vendor fees and shit. But it's supposed to be free. So the knowledge is free, but they gotta pay for their booths. Okay, I get it. So now we're over to Stormy and Courtney, and I guess it's the early morning. I don't know. They both looking tired as hell, and they in the bed. And he said he just came back from that 15-hour drive to New York. And then she tell him what went down at the expo, the expo. And she was like, yeah, Marcel coming to me talking about $100. Talking about, hey, Stormy, you got that $100? And he was like, she was like, what you talking about, money? And then Courtney was like, yeah, what money? I said, oh yeah. Courtney like, money wasn't talked about at all. So then she was like, yeah. Then he said, yeah, that $100 that was supposed to be a booth rent for the vendors, and you ain't paid yours yet. She said, it could be more with all this space you taking up. I said, oh, she caught that. Oh, okay, Stormy. Okay, you got me right here. You caught it. You caught all that dumbness, all that playing in your face that he was doing. You caught it out. Okay, thank you. So then, he was like, really? She was, and then. She was like, yeah, it kind of threw me off. You know how I get. I was like, So then Courtney was like, she was like, so you want to talk to him? And then Courtney was like, yeah. And he was like, yeah, because somebody need to tell him to stop being a bitch. I said, oh, not to stop being a bitch, girl. Teacher's gonna be mad. You're calling her man a bitch. Okay, is this Real Housewives of Atlanta circa? I don't even know what it was when Nene called Cynthia's husband to stop acting like a bitch. Stop eating women's business. Okay, are we finna get that over here? Okay, Stormy. And then here goes Courtney. Oh, I definitely could tell him that. So then he could hear some confessional talking about Marceau coming at his wife talking about $100. Like, it's $100, really? Like, so yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to him like that. He's like, but I'm tired, so I'm gonna talk to him at another time. I said, all right, that's real. But then, so then he's like, yeah, I wanted to tell you in the scene. He said he wanted to tell her about the real reason why he didn't want to have more kids. So he ended up telling her, you know, it was scary when she was on that table, and then he was like, yeah, she was like they was dumping blood into it was like you was losing so much blood, and she was like, oh shoot, like it was that crazy, like, you know, I was out of it, so I don't remember. I'm like, oh girl, flash me back to my pregnancy, to my one of my labors. I was like, oh Lord, yeah, it gets scary, okay, it get a little rocky out there, okay. Having babies ain't no joke, okay. They say it's all cute. But he was like, shit, I was traumatized. And then she's like, I didn't even know I thought you was fine. He's like, yeah, I had to act like I was fine. Like, shit, I wanted to pass out. I said, well, that was real, Courtney, okay? But he said he don't want her to have to go through it, but if they got to go into a surrogate, so she ain't got to go through that stuff, he could consider it. I said, oh, look at that. He went and talked to mama and came back right. Okay, this is how you parent again. Okay. So then she was happy and sad because I guess she wanted to carry herself. I'm like, girl, don't even try it. You have to go through all of that. Don't even no. And y'all got the means to do a surrogate. Don't even worry about it. Okay. So then, you know, she happy. She about to cry and stuff. She's like, yeah, I'm happy and sad. I am gonna cry. And there was a cute little scene between them. Not Tiffany and her confession talking about she invited the ladies to this luncheon because she wanted to talk to Tisha about being excluded from the expo and also giving her critique of the event. I said, girl, it's gonna be a fool, okay? They should have kept Tiffany on. Like, Tiffany, you doing a good messy job, okay? So they all get the, and then Tiffany wanted to get straight into it, saying she feel like she been left out, and then Kimmy and Tisha trying to lie and say no, she wasn't. No, it was an oversight, Kimmy, girl. And then she was like, well, no, like I didn't find out till the day of. She's like, no, let's talk in real time. Y'all text me, but I wasn't a part of none of y'all little comeback meetings. I mean, I would have liked to have been included. And I was like, I would say basically played you. And then she was like, no, the Whitlows was in conversation the whole time. I said, I've never heard them say nothing about the Whitlows. But then here go Tisha being like, well, we don't even really know what you do. We know that Lewis is an entrepreneur, but we don't really know, like, I know you got a business, but I don't know what you do. And then Storm was like, she just raised like $3 million. I was like, well, we still don't know what you do, girl. But okay, I know she been doing like a lot of little partnerships. Like, remember she had the little glasses when she was doing the glasses deal. But I still don't know what she really do though. But because she said, but I can answer questions about business any day. Like, I'm a business person. I said, okay, Tiffany. But that quickly went left. And he go teacher talking about the whole event, and then Marceau coming to her talking about $100 the day of, and then teacher talking about, yeah, I want to talk to you about that because I didn't like the way he handled that, but I also didn't like the way you responded. And then teacher just keep going on like the way you responded, talking about you don't want to see Courtney and all this and that. And then your Storm was like, really? Stormy face was hilarious. And then she was like, I'm gonna stop you right there, Tisha. I'm gonna stop you right there because you ain't gonna tell me how I'm gonna respond, how I'm gonna react to any certain thing anyway. I'm gonna react however I want to react. So then after that, Stormy had shut down. And guess what, Stormy? You was not putting it all on the table, bitch, okay? You was getting her ass, but then you started acting real passive aggressive and patronizing, and Kimmy had to come call your ass out on that. And then the whole time Tiffany like, hold on, bitch, this was my check in the bitch moment. So then they going back and forth, and Stormy just mad like, no, I ain't mad, you mad, you mad. I'm like, girl. So then, but she was getting a good. Storm was getting good, and then Tisha was like, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I didn't like what he did, but I didn't like what you did either. Like taking it to that level. And then she was like, I would never talk to your husband like that. She was like, yeah, you would, because you ain't crazy like that. You ain't crazy like that. I said, damn, Stormy. And then Tisha was getting like, oh, whoa, this getting out of hand. Like, I didn't think we would go like this. She's like, she's like, we lost it all when you started telling me how I'm gonna react. I said, you know what? She got a point. Because as soon as you tell me how I'm gonna react, I'm gonna start acting even more crazy because you ain't gonna tell me what the fuck to do, bitch. Okay? So Stormy was on one, okay? And then Tisha was like, see, I ain't even trying to do all of that with you. You don't even know me like that. She's like, if we friends, I should be able to tell you how I felt about it. She's like, we ain't there yet. And she's like, well, if your husband spoke to me. We're not there yet. And then Tisha's like, see, the old Tisha would have jumped off this table. And Storm was like, well, get active. I said, ooh, get active. Get active, bitch. You talk about what you would have did. See, that's what got me too. Don't talk about what you would have did, because it's just in that way you still trying to threaten me. Let's go. Get active, bitch. Okay. And then Tisha get bad. I'm leaving. I can't believe you acting like this. Then she gonna tell Tiffany, and don't invite me to no shit like this no more. And first of all, you still need to address your issue with Tiffany. Have we? This is how many episodes in 16, and you ain't addressed your issue with Tiffany. But then y'all see how she was looking all upside Tiffany head when Tiffany was talking. I said, oh, you don't like that bitch, okay? But oh, baby, it was too good. And I was like, okay, I'm Stormy on about that time. Okay, you giving everybody equal work. Okay, I like that. Still don't like you with this male situation, but I always like it when you're in the head the right direction. and calling out the right bullshit, okay? And then we get that was the end of the episode. Tisha getting up, walking off. Baby, that little later on this season trailer. The way when it came up and it showed that they was like the pictures. She was somebody showing me or something like showing me the picture, and she leaned over to see. I'm leaning too. And then flashed Kiki, and she was like, I had the same face. I bust out laughing when they cut the Mel face. I said, what is going on? And he go, yeah, innocent until proven guilty. And this finna be a whole mess. This other half of the season is about Kiki. Kiki on drugs. They saying she on drugs. She was stealing all kind of stuff. Ooh, it's gonna be good, okay? And then, but what's gonna be sad is that this is all finna, ramp up all that mess again. And then Kiki and Tisha was about to fight at the little thing. I was like, okay, good shit finna happen. Well, not good shit, but entertaining. And then Marcel and them talking about if you don't want people to treat you like you on drugs, don't do drugs. I was like, that's kind of fucked up. That's fucked up. Ooh, and when Courtney and him have they sit down, oh baby, I can't wait. He said, you always going after women. I said, yes, and is. You always go after women. And then he started talking about, then Marcel started trying to talk about he working in women's business, basically. That's what he's trying to say. I'm like, nigga, he making millions. What are you doing? I can't wait. Please, when is that part coming up? Because I got to see this sit down between between Courtney and Marcel, because he ain't finna back down like Big Lou. I already know it, okay? And Marcel was already acting like, okay. But then started trying to say his little shit. So, look, I don't really know how it fully went because, they chopped it up. But good ass trailer, okay? Got me hype. I was like, Alright, that's the end of the episode. That's the end of my review for Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 6, Episode 16. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the Be Like D channel, okay? Drop down in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought about the episode, what y'all thought about that trailer, okay? And Stormy was on it. Yeah, this was Stormy episode. Stormy had me all episode, okay?